This month's PositivelyJAX Award doesn't just go to a person or a group. Instead, it also goes to a bench, the purple bench. It's powered by people. It's powered by conversation. The idea was hatched by a group called Compassionate St. Augustine, and it's birthing empathy and understanding if you just take a seat and listen.
This purple bench sits right outside the gates of Lincolnville Community Garden in St. Augustine. It's empty most of the time, waiting for a conversation.
Do you think that I could have a conversation with one of you all on the bench?
Absolutely.
I love it. She's like, yeah, I was just waiting for you to invite me to the bench.
Eileen Reed was happy to join me. I didn't know her, but within a short 10-minute conversation, I did. A retired hospice nurse worries about global warming and is exploring something new in this garden.
I've been around a lot of endings, and endings are beginnings. But now I'm beginning a whole different phase of my life. And it's interesting. It's like I'm rediscovering myself.
Yeah.
It truly was a beautiful conversation. And it wasn't my first time on the bench in good company. I was joined by the creators, several members of Compassionate St. Augustine. They wanted this to be a safe space for compassion, empathy, and understanding within the community. A seat to talk with people who don't look or think like you. A place to listen and learn.
I think we should do purple benches because purple in this country is neutral.
Okay.
We don't want red and blue. We don't want any of that divisiveness. So that's why a purple bench.
The rules of engagement are embedded on a QR code front and center. Be respectful, listen deeply, express kindness, curiosity, and empathy. Easier said than done, right? But this group has already seen the power of the bench during a discussion about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
And do they have any suggestions for first steps towards building more understanding and hopefully someday a fairer, more peaceful future?
It was a real process of learning how to listen to her and for her to listen to me and recognize that there were places where we really had some agreement and places where we had sincere disagreement, but that we could not only just kind of tolerate that, but that we actually grew in deep connection together by doing that.
The goal is not to agree. The goal is for everybody to feel heard and understood. The goal is to build respect. So I don't worry if we don't agree. We're not going to agree.
Just to have a place to sit down and to speak with someone you don't know and to leave as a friend.
Yeah.
What better way to have a conversation?
I think I got lucky with Eileen. Remember, her deepest concern is polarizing, global warming.
How do you have those conversations with people who are different than you?
The first thing you do is be a good listener. Yeah, get off your own agenda and have ears, not a mouth all the time, and listen.
She nailed the goal of Compassionate St. Augustine. And in the long run, the group believes finding common ground allows us to help people in need. And that's what PositivelyJAX is all about. Service to others, which can start with a simple purple bench.